Yep. Here we go for another one, this time against Greenskins, led by, what is that, a Goblin Knight Shaman, Goblin Big Boss, I'm not too sure. But it's not WAAAGH. WAAAGH's by far the most popular pick, and, you know, it's nice to see people playing different things. Like, you know, you see me, I always play Grey Seer with Ruin on a Screaming Bell. That's different, you know, it's not Lord Skrulk over and over and over again, so... Yeah, look at those armies. Look at that map. What do you think's gonna happen? I don't know. I hope something good happens. So many orcs. Fungal creations. They're just funky, you know that, yeah? Anyway. So over here, what have these guys got? They got some Night Goblins all the way over here on Vanguard, and I would say that's another unit of Night Goblins all the way over here on Vanguard, which is different, but usually most people, you know, they try and place them a little closer. That's more of a spot for nasty skulkers, but whatever. Front line, very heavy. 3 lots of black orcs right in the center. Savage orcs on the flanks. Night Goblin Warboss right in dead center. So what's he got? He's got whatever global war, I think that is. I don't know. Wah! Yeah, it is. Whatever. Alright, so Orc Biggins, putting them in the back. Got some Orc Araboys, as well as some Orc Boy Biggins. Surprised not bringing the Broken Tusks, but I guess you want to save your money. On the other hand, Rat Ogres, all hiding away, trying to keep them from thinking that I've got too much heavy hitting abilities, and instead using skirmishing units that are hidden out on the flanks. Sometimes you got to think like that. Here we have just clan rats that are all checkered with some plague monks and storm vermin. One group of storm vermin in the back, and a Grey Seer with Ruin. What have I got on him? I got Dreaded 13th, I got Death Frenzy, I got Crack's Core. I actually got the whole thing. You take Scorch off when you go up onto the onto the Screaming Bell, because it gets built in. Same with Pestilent Breath, so why pay for a double version of a spell? You know, you save that money, you can spend it on something else, you know, maybe Portents of Verminous Doom if you're so inclined. Pardon me. But anyway, I think it's time to get this match underway. So we're mostly just posturing for a little bit. We're just going to stand there and, you know, try and figure out what we're going to do with each other. So I decided, alright, let's move up, because I don't want to sit here all day, and he agrees. So we'll fast forward this, see a few volleys going off. You can see he's starting to collapse in on the flanks. Here we go though. I decided, alright, I'm going to try and be sneaky and get my Rat Ogres over here, so I can get into the posse. Same with these Rat Ogres. Oh, and what did I not see over here? Goblin Wolf Riders, all the way in deep Vanguard, all the way in the back corner, which I didn't even get to see early on. So I saw them coming in, and I'm like, nah, putting a stop to that. Brought me Storm Vermin over. I'm going to eventually respond with these Rat Ogres. I saw the Night Goblins, I thought, easy pickings, Rat Ogres, go for it. I'm just waiting for the opponent to get close enough. You know, they're not bothered by my Rat Ogres at the moment, so I can keep them over there, and I've got options, because they're still hidden. I haven't seen them yet. You know, and I don't want to get too far away in case these Goblin Wolf Riders decide to cause havoc, and I can crash in. You know, because look, they're so fast. They're just giving me problems. I don't like it. Wasting plenty of artillery fire with the Warp Lightning Cannons on these Black Orcs, because, you know, there's no large units to actually shoot at. And as they get closer, they're getting closer. Eventually, it's time to start this battle. So I start running in with the clan rats. I'm just gonna... They're not gonna survive against that sort of front line, so it's just basically keeping them at bay while I can use these Rat Ogres to clean up around the back. The Rat Ogres on this side, I don't know how they did. I think they ended up pretty much destroying those Night Goblins. And you see right there, the Dreaded 13th, just so much damage to those Black Orcs. I wish I could have actually shown you better, but doesn't matter. Anyway, you understand the point. Dreaded 13th does a shit ton of damage. So there's Scorch going down, which again, you don't have to pay for it. And Scorch is so weak, Pestilent Breath is so much better, but yeah. Anyway, Global War is about to be wearing off any second now. It really helps against these guys. I got Unholy Clamour going just to keep them in the fight. But, you know, once both map-wide effects go down, it's really going to come down to the Orcs. They've got much better infantry overall. Night Goblins, managed to run in, I caught them, or I saw them, so I decided to bring in my halberds and my rat ogres again. They're hanging out over there. I sort of forgot about my rat ogres. I left them behind. Bit silly on my part, but, you know, you live and learn. Not to mention, I forgot all about these orc boy biggins. They were just sitting all the way up there, and, you know, this is going to be a tough one. The Night Goblin war boss is broken. He's going to run away and probably get built back up again, but, you know, he died pretty quickly. Or he took a lot of damage early on, so that's good. You know, I can chase him down with some rat ogres after. But, you know, the orc arrow boys, they're just going to make mincemeat out of my plague monks and my clan rats. You know, I mean, that's one thing about plague monks. Always bring them against savage orcs. They just take them out. You know, Grey Seer, he's actually got a bonus versus infantry, which, you know, how much is it? It's sorry, 20 bonus versus infantry. So, you know, that's it. He can get in there. You know, if you use Portents of Verminous Dune, -4 leadership to him, you know, it helps. Not to mention not Wall of Unholy Sound. I thought there was something else that affects him, but anyway. Warp Lightning Cannon taking out the Orc Boy Biggins. Orc Arrow Boys are moving forward, and these flanks are all just falling apart. I tried to use a Scorch here, just to sort of create a bit of separation, a bit of damage. It does something. It sort of scares them. Thankfully, my spears, halberds, and rat ogres have managed to keep this back line from being totally compromised. I mean, I have lost my plague core catapult. They might come back, but I find that highly unlikely. But it's not that big of a deal because, you know, the infantry battle seems to have been won by me for the most part, other than these archers. But I mean, infantry-wise, I think I've got it. But once I shut down this warp lightning cannon, I'm gonna have problems dealing with these orc boy biggins. You know, unless I can start bringing in these rat ogres and spearmen into a good formation. You know, it's not gonna be easy. Catapult crews coming back. Arcane Conduit going down, trying to get more and more magic up. Been using, well, what is it, Wall of Unholy Sound, Unholy Clamour, to keep my boys in the fight. That was a big... Don't think that was overcast, actually. It wasn't. That was just a very well placed Warp Lightning. So, yeah, a good cheap little spell, only 5 wins of magic. You know, the Savage Orcs and the Goblin Riders, Wolf Riders have just completely shut down my back line, but I'm responding with Rat Ogres and Halberds and Spears, and they're just trying to push them out. I'm trying to get my crews back, because, you know, one thing about Skaven is they just keep coming back, and that's what makes a lot of people so frustrated about them, because it's just like, oh, I'm sick of fighting these guys over and over and over. I thought you were dead, and they just quit. Grey Seer of Ruin doing his thing, but these biggins are going to make it all. Or these boar boys. Pig guy, pig man. I don't know. The boar boys are going to make it hard, and these, yeah, here comes some black orcs. They're just going to start laying in that armor piercing damage, but, you know, I got a catapult there, I got Scorch, I got Rat Ogres. I'm just doing everything I can just to create some separation, just so I can at least keep my Lord alive. Because once the Lord, it's very possible that if I was to lose my Lord right now, a lot of these units would just say, nah, that's it, we lost him, too bad. You know, the Rat Ogres might just die, just run away. Once the Rat Ogres are gone, Storm Vermin will go, and it's just a chain reaction from there. My opponent, he lost his Goblin war boss. I chased him down with some Rat Ogres, and they took him out. But most of the fighting seems to be happening just over on here. They keep running away and coming back, and keep trying to shut down my artillery. You know, they believe once the artillery's gone, they could group together and get another good little warp lightning coming down. Yeah, it wasn't. No, it's got the edge of them. You know, once the artillery's gone, then they can collapse in and, you know, just through attrition and stats just beat me up. But I really think that they've got the wrong idea. You know, I got Rat Ogres running around. They're chasing off everyone. This unit of Storm Vermin, 80 kills. They've just survived. They're 26 out of 120 units left. Nearly lost, what, 80% of their guys? Crazy. Yeah, Storm Vermin. Actually, these guys are the true MVPs. Over 100 kills. They've held that back line down. They've just fended off anyone, anything that's come near them, and, you know, protected that artillery. Grey Seer of Ruin's looking very low. Wolf Riders, they're doing their best to try and just eat up the last of my weaker units, but, you know, I'm consolidating my power back here. And you know, once the blobs are formed and everyone runs into one another, it's not going to happen. You know, I mean, he's turning around with these boar boys, and they're going to make some quick work out of these clan rats. That's cool, but once you start making it closer and closer to the rat ogres over here, it's not going to be the same story. Let's watch these rat ogres get some oh crap. That's not what I want. There we go. Let's watch them. Yeah, no chance. Just absolutely no chance. Once they collapse in there, smack a few around, and orcs aren't used to being thrown around. They can throw each other around, but when something else bigger comes along, just throws you around. It's like, they gotta run away. So get out of here, silly orcs. Go back to the Badlands where no one likes you. Again, just cleaning up, trying to just make them run away, because I'm sick of them coming back. I'm sick of this nonsense of, oh, I've got one leadership, I'll turn around and fight. Nah, stop that. Just go home. Opponent thinking they might be able to, but no, it's just gonna come down to army losses in the end, and that's it. That was a very good match. That was intense. You know, there was a lot of back and forth. You know, a lot of trying to just boost our units up. If you brought WAAAGH, maybe, you know, cut a few. You know, maybe cut the night goblins. Go with WAAAGH. That could have been a much better option. But I'll live and learn. These storm vermin and these rat ogres, yeah, they did a lot of work. But those storm vermin, more than anything, they held the back line down. Look at that, nearly 118 kills and nearly full HP. You know, they lost probably 5 models the whole game. So, you know, and the Grey Seer obviously did his thing. A lot of people just don't know the power of the Grey Seer. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that one.